Hey sewing fam, I'm Mari with Mari Sews, and today I'm going to be showing you how to add little cute cap sleeves onto your dresses. And you can add these onto any sleeveless dress. It is so easy. You're gonna die when you see how easy this is, and you're gonna want to add it to all of your grown people makes too. They're just so cute! Now, for those of you who may not be aware of what Project Dress a Girl is, it's our September long event where we are making and donating dresses to little girls who are living in extreme poverty all over the place, all over the world, all over the US, everywhere. And so, this is one way that you can kind of add a little bit of fun to your dresses. Let's get on into the tutorial, shall we? So I'll be using this fabric right here. You're also going to need something round like this bowl. And this one measures in at about 6.25 inches, which I think is going to be a pretty cute little cap sleeve. So I'm just going to flip this upside down and I'm going to trace with my marker around the edge here. Now, if you don't want to use your bowls, a plate, or whatever, you can always use a compass. You can measure out your circles. That's fine. I don't like to be on the struggle bus, so here we are with my bowl. Now go ahead and cut out this circle. Just as a side note, you can make this circle as large or small as you'd like. Now we are going to need to turn this into two sleeves. So fold it in half. You can either press it in half or you can do a little finger press like I'm doing, so that way we can get that reference for a line in on the other side. And you can see here that line is pretty visible, so I'm just going to cut right across that line. And here we have our two cap sleeve pieces. Easy peasy. At this point, we need to hem our little sleeve piece, and you're going to want to do this before you attach it. It's so much easier. So I'm going to fold this down 1/4 inch, and I'm going to press this in place. And then I'm going to fold it down another 1/4 inch like this and press it down like we did before. I'm going to flip this around and just give it another really good press. And then I'm going to sew across on the bottom there. And this is what it looks like when it's sewn. Okay, so the next step that we need to do is to put 2 basting stitches across the curve on the top. And when you have those basting stitches in, go ahead and pull the bottom stitch or that bobbin thread, so that way you can gather up the sleeve across this little rounded area. Now, I like to try to center these gathers in around the middle of this curve and have a straighter edge at the very ends, so that way you get a nice rounded look at the top of the shoulder and not necessarily down by the ends of the sleeve. Let's attach this to our dress. You're going to also need your bias tape and, of course, pins. Grab your sleeve and we're going to find the center of our sleeve and pin it to our shoulder seam in the middle. And we're going to pin that with the right sides facing each other in place. And continue to pin it all the way down this sleeve. Just like this. Now grab your bias tape and we're going to attach this with the raw edges facing the actual armhole there. So grab your pins and we're going to pin this right on across this armhole and over the cap sleeve. So just go ahead and pin it all the way around. And when it's done, it's going to look something like this. And now we need to sew this on. I'm going to sew it on at about a 3/8 seam allowance. Now be careful that all of your pieces don't shift since we are sewing 3 layers of fabric together at this point. But as long as you've pinned it well, you'll be okay. Okay, let's take a look at our handiwork now. Here's the bias tape that we've just attached. Now I'm going to flip this entire thing out so it's going to look like this. And then we're going to tack down that bias tape by just top stitching on the front side, the public side. And it's going to provide a really clean finish. So let's go ahead and stitch that down. When you're done top stitching, this is what it's going to look like. You've got that really cute little cap sleeve, and then on the inside, all of those exposed seams are covered with beautiful bias tape. And it just looks so good. You now have really cute little cap sleeves on your dress, and it's such a fun way to play with color blocking because those cap sleeves can really just pull all the other details, all of the different colors right on into your dress and make it look like perfection. So let me know down in the comments, right down there, if you're going to be trying this tutorial out on your dresses. And if you haven't subscribed and turn on your notifications by clicking that little bell, make sure that you do it. So that way, you know every time there's a new Project Dress a Girl video that comes up. If you've been wondering about pockets and how you can make fun shaped pockets like heart pockets, definitely check out this video right over here. It walks you through how to do it, and it is so easy. You're going to be doing this with all of your dresses. And until next time, I just want to let you know that I love you, and I am so grateful for all of you who are joining in on this amazing charity event.